you're ranked in the top 5, your very existence is a cauldron of pressure. And that is ratcheted up when you go on the road. And this highly ranked squad has found itself coming into a snake pit in this one. Welcome to the home of the Florida State Seminoles, Doak Campbell Stadium in Tallahassee. As we'll see a participant from last year's playoff, the Mississippi State Bulldogs, taking on the 16th ranked team in the land, the Florida State Seminoles. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. He'll bring it out. It's awesome. He'll be out of bounds short of the 25 at the 22-yard line. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. The pitch to the left. He's stuffed after picking up one to the 23. Let's take just a minute and talk about Mississippi State. They start the season in the top 5, prime position to make a run. But what's the biggest danger there, Jesse?
Well, they need to avoid complacency. Top 5 tells me you've got potential. You were a good team a year ago. You got a lot of talent. But there's going to be a lot of really tough games on the schedule this year, David. So why not start early right here in week 1 and come shooting out of the cannon?
Shooting out of the cannon with a start where everybody gets to look at, see how good you are. And that first impression is really big, right? Like, you can start climbing quickly and really get a high marks in people's heads if you can start the season on a great note.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Running back searching for a hold. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
And the Bulldogs with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Curl and throw off the RPO. He steps out of bounds, but he's got a first down on the play. The Bulldogs are rolling down the field. Looking for space. It's awesome. We'll give him a couple on that with 2nd and 8 coming up. Love seeing these early season top 25 matchups. You can get a really good feel of how good these teams are.
And the intensity is going to be big too, David, because the players, you know, on these teams, they've been thinking about this game for a long time. They knew they'd have a national stage, and they got a chance to prove just how good they are.
Oh, man, make that statement. Make that early statement. We always look at the end of the season, and what does the committee say? Oh, they...
It's a seam wide open. He's at the 10, and he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Mississippi State. They draw first blood, and that is exactly what you want to open the season with a drive like that.
I think a lot of people probably expected to see that, right? They're playing on the road, and you know this is going to be a hostile environment, but they've got the better players, and we've seen that before. There was no hesitation. The opening drive, they go right down the field, they score a touchdown, and they made a statement.
And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Send the tight end in motion. They'll run it. Got the first down and more. Oh, he's got some space. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Florida State.
Man, this guy is such a weapon because he's so dangerous. If he gets into the second level, great vision, and then David shows you the speed.
Just straight wheels, erasing angles. A lot of times when you're chasing guys that are so fast like this, you're like, I got him. No, I do not. What a big, long touchdown run. Pad those stats, young fella.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Here comes the Mississippi State offense, ready to attack. If you like old-fashioned, grind-it-up, run-over in football, that last touchdown drive was for you, Jesse.
That was impressive, man. Great blocking up front and tough physical running by these ball carriers.
And now you wonder how the defense responds. Like, are they going to get way more aggressive to try to stop the run? I got to do something to break the rhythm of that running game.
With myriad options after that big pickup on first down. On the run, it's Austin. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, uses athleticism, uses speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
To the air, it's Garrison. Picked off. What a play to set him up.
That was a hell of a play.
He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
I'll tell you what, as a quarterback, you got to have a short memory. You're going to make mistakes. You're going to be asked to do a lot, and he throws his first career interception. If I'm the coach on the sideline, listen, I'm bringing him over. This ain't going to be your last, big fella. Like, you're going to make mistakes. It's okay. Put it behind you. Next play.
Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. How big is this drive? Scored a touchdown the last time they had it. Defense gets a stop, and now breaks into the open. Got some room, headed to the goal line, and he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, no!
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
And the extra point was good to finish things off. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's awesome. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. The Mississippi State offense headed back to the field to go to work. This feels like one of those games you might have to answer every score already down. He lobs one high down the left side. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete. Guys, let's talk a little bit about Mississippi State. Everybody uses the portal to varying degrees. Sometimes you just fill the exact right hole that you want. And this team, as they start this season, not a ton of new faces here, Jesse.
They didn't, but I don't think it's because there was a lack of effort on the part of the coaches, David.
Breaks free! And they finally get him down, but not before. He's got him set up for business at the 49-yard line. He's now up to 83 yards on the ground in the first quarter. What a tremendous start to this season. Looking downfield, it's Garrison. Got a man, it's awesome. He's pushed out of bounds inside the 40 and the 38, and these guys are on the move.
Man, this guy's going to need some water when he gets to the sidelines. They've been putting him to work on this drive, right? We've seen him toting the rock with success. Now you're seeing him get involved in the passing game, too. They are highlighting his versatility here on this drive.
Off play action on first down. That's reeled in. It's Coffee. He's finally shoved out of bounds at the 23-yard line, and a big pickup on that one.
Nice job by the receiver there, running the drag route against zone coverage, finding the soft spot, making it easy on his quarterback to get the completion. He turns it upfield, and he moves the sticks.
Mississippi State to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Not able to hook up there, incomplete.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him, and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Behind the chains now on second and long. Wants to go up top. Works the middle of the field.
Man, it's so important when you play QB. I got to know when to put some air on it, and I got to know when to rocket that thing in there. Working the middle of the field, he knew he needed the rocket. Threw it in there. Great job, great catch.
Running the red zone. It's awesome. He's got enough. It'll be a first down. They've got it up to 12.
And they just kind of sneaked that one in there as a defensive guy, 3rd and 5+. I'm thinking pass. They were thinking pass, Palmer, and they slipped the run in.
And it's so nice then to have this guy at running back too, right? Because you could throw it to him on third down or hand it off, and he's got the vision and the athletic.
Touchdown, Bulldogs! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
And I like this offense not panicking, executing on this drive, and driving down the field and tying this football game up. I love the no panic, just stay chill, and now we got ourselves a football game.
And he puts through the extra point. After that latest answer tied things up, just about set to kick it away again. And he'll bring it back. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. Leaves it with the running back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Great job and contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll go to the ground. He's stuffed after picking up one to the 23.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Both teams wanted to establish the run, and they have done exactly that in the first quarter. We've got a good one going here and looking forward to keep those vibes rolling here in the second. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on third down. Quarterback may change this route. On third down, he drops to throw. Oh, they're after him. That pass not close as he got drilled. Trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down.
You know, it's funny. That's probably the most discombobulated the offense has looked so far in this game, right? After watching that incompletion there on third down, they were just up and down the field earlier. Tremendous rhythm, tremendous balance. Everything their play caller was dialing up was working, lighting up the scoreboard. And then all of a sudden on this last drive, just not able to piece it together. They've got to be able to turn the page and get back to how they looked earlier in the game.
Punt is on its way. Makes the catch, wants to make a move upfield. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. It's awesome. Wildcat look didn't get much. Picked up a few on that one.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive. Stick your foot in the ground. Pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. To the air. It's Garrison. He'll pull it down and run.
And he's just kind of proven that he's difficult to defend. And when I'm playing defense, and we've seen him have success throwing the ball through the air, but now, nice job dropping back, trying to force the ball down the field, but does a really smart thing. Just kind of tucks it, takes off, and gets the first down. This guy's showing you a little bit of everything today.
Now on first down from the 43. To the air on first down. Here comes the heat. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And everyone needs to have their packages. When they go 5 wide and they spread you wide, what's your answers? And I like the defense right here, bringing pressure, getting to the quarterback, and hitting him as he throws the football.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Looking to fire. Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. Right on target this time. And the defense drags him down.
Hey, if you're the defensive coordinator, you might want to start thinking about spying this QB because of his speed and athleticism. He just showed you how he can hurt you getting out on the perimeter and then throwing. If you've got somebody athletic that can go sideline to sideline, that might be a good move moving forward.
He's looking to throw on 3rd and short. Caught near the sticks. It's awesome. The thing that made that play work is that it created the matchup they wanted and let the running back create after he caught.
And Reese, you see more and more of this in college football. Taking the backs and using them as weapons, right? Getting them out in space as much as possible. Get them matched up on a linebacker where I can now run a route where I sell it outside, cut it inside, and I win.
And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times they'll dance and make even bigger plays than they did here, but it was still a positive game.
Mississippi State hoping to ring up a score in this red zone trip. Back to the ground game on the left. Fighting off the defender.
I hate that bullshit so much. Oh my fucking god.
Well, the defense is able to finally stop this guy, but he has been on fire. We're only in the second quarter, and he has been absolutely lighting it up in this one. Nice job that time, defense, but you know this guy's going to get a lot more carries.
They're bringing the chop. They're bringing the noise on third down at the dope. Scanning the field, it's Garrison. Using his feet to buy time. The throw. He's got him. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down.
I really like this slot receiver because of his shiftiness, and you see that on his route run. Really, really nice job creating separation for his QB.
Looking to move the chains, Mississippi State lines up on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes a grab past the marker. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's first and goal from the 8.
Well, it's a heck with being conservative, right? I mean, that essentially would have just been a chip-shot field goal with where they were on that fourth down, but they decide to go for it, throw it. They're looking for 6. They're going for a touchdown. They are being aggressive.
Mississippi State lines up with a first and goal. Corners right up on that line of scrimmage. The offense will have to use...
Oh, I'm a dumbass. The clock was moving. I didn't have to do that.
Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. They'll move the tight end. They'll keep it on the ground for first and goal. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front?
Really nice job by the defense, understanding first and goal. What do most people do on first and goal? They're going to try to run the football in. The defense says, nah, not in my house. Nice job getting in the backfield, getting the stop.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Dropping back, it's Garrison. He's moving out of the pocket. Fires to the end zone. Had it in his hands for the score and let it fall to the turf. It'll be third down.
Well, that last incompletion is a good example of why your timing has to be so good as a quarterback, because the windows, they open and they close so quickly in this part of the field.
Now third and goal and tough yardage to cover here. From the gun, wants to pass. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Touchdown, Mississippi State. And they take it in for 6 more points.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Atkins. He's out of bounds at his own 16-yard line, and he just couldn't find the corner on that return. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Running to the left. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Clock's running and they'll try to get to the line warp speed for 2nd down. He leaves it with the back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Making side adjustments here. They'll move the wide receiver. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Just a hair too much on it from this big-arm sophomore quarterback.
Well, the defense finally has figured it out. That was critical for their confidence because they had been scored on earlier. They had given up a ton of yards. I think they understood the gravity of the situation. 3rd down, that was critical for them to get off the field, build momentum, build some confidence. Nice job that time by the defense.
He's got it. He's got great speed. He was hoping for a little more running room, but they're able to get him down at the 45. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Wants to throw. It's Garrison. Buys a little time with his feet. And he's left with no option but to throw it away.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throw away.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
A cacophony of noise, debilitating surround sound, the war chant on 3rd down at the dope. From the gun, wants to pass. And the 3rd down pass is incomplete. Mississippi State will roll out the punt unit. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. And you can give all the credit to the crowd for that one. Offense, no chance, and call for the false start. So Mississippi State will have to punt this one away. Let's see what he can do with it. And they'll get downfield and make the tackle right at the 16-yard line. himself. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. The hurry up now. Second down. Clock ticking. Back to throw. Time running short in the half. Puts it out of the air. And they'll stop him just short of the first down. Just inches away from moving the sticks. They're going to go to the air on 3rd and short. Finds his tight end. Gets it inside the 40. Brought down at the 39, and they can't stop the clock. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The Seminoles have it with a 1st and 10. He wants to change this route. Trying to get behind the defense. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection.
Well, even though that was an incompletion, I wouldn't be surprised if this secondary wants to start playing deeper coverages, because this offense has shown that they're willing to be aggressive. They've got a lot of speed. This defense cannot allow any big plays here in the second half.
Motion from the wideout. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Throwing right. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. And they make the play to stop the scoring opportunity just before the end of the half.
And how about that? That's the first INT for this guy. Like, he's gone all throughout this year, taking care of the football, making plays, really building trust with his offensive coordinator. First mistake, hey, listen, put it behind you. You've had a great season so far, young man.
To throw, it's Garrison. He'll off one deep down the left side. Touchdown, Bulldogs! They punctuate the chance.
That was insanity. Single man coverage with no safety help.
And that's the way you execute on offense, man. You keep your foot on the gas. Try to make this a 2-score game. You do with that touchdown. This offense executing beautifully. The defense is going to have to find something in the second half to get some stops.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. That drive not too taxing on the playbook. One play, put it in the end zone just like that. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Returner's going to try to see what he can get. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Just enough time for one final play of the half. A run for the quarterback. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. Line getting set on 2nd down. They'll leave it with him. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. Mississippi State has it teed up, ready to go here in the second half. Returner will field it and try to get some field position. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Okay, guys, the Florida State offense returns to the field. Trailing by a couple of scores, they'd like to generate some confidence here early in the third quarter.
Down 2 possessions, the coaching staff met in at halftime, and they've probably scripted this opening drive. Just like they do at the start of the game, they've now got an idea of what plays they feel most confident in, what plays their quarterback is seeing the best to go.
Turning it on! And finally, out of bounds after an explosive run by this ball carrier. And the Noles will hustle to the line.
The defense has got to be more physical up front. Don't let them have those running lanes, those holes to break off a nice run, get a first down. And here's the thing, you better reload quick because they're right back on the line to call another play.
Strong run, picks up 6 down to the 22-yard line.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Running to the left. Able to move it ahead a couple of yards. He gets it down to the 20.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
The Seminoles come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Muscling ahead on 3rd and short. That'll be enough for a first down, and they've got it at the 16-yard line. If we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Seminoles are on the move. Right back to the well. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And after your defense to come out with this drive and answer, and the running game is not it. They were ready for that. Gonna have to create some explosive plays through the passing game.
Got some work to do on 2nd down after that last one. They need 13. Out of the gun, the running back has it. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Man, the momentum is squarely on their side right now. It's starting to feel like they're running away with this one. They scored a touchdown their last time out. Now on this drive here in the 3rd quarter, the defense makes a massive play against the run, creating a negative play. They've got the opponent going backwards.
On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28.
Sometimes you beat your guy and you get sacked so clean, and sometimes, like on this play, the DBs do a great job covering, make the QB hold the football, and then the rush gets home.
Thought he had it and couldn't get it through the uprights. He missed it. Guys, the missed field goal and nothing changes. Still a 14-point game. Here comes the Bulldog offense back onto the field. From the gun, the running back has it. Defense closed down quickly after a gain of 3. They'll mark it at the 32. Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down and 2nd and 6. Back to pass, it's Garrison. It's complete. Just broke the tackle and still on his feet. Wide open on the right. crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Mississippi State.
And this offense picks up right where it left off. Scoring points, creating a big play. First drive of the second half, no problem. Don't worry about halftime adjustments. Just keep doing what you've been doing.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Dynamite matchup this week, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Northwestern has the lead right now. Feels like they've been on top since the walk with a send-off, but they haven't been able to pull away. They're up by 13 over Rutgers. We'll circle back if anything big happens you need to know about.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. They're looking at a 21-point hole. There's still time to do some work. There he goes. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
Man, I want to be a running back in this offense. When you take that handoff to the right and you see that blocking and all the holes open up, that's a good sight for a running back.
You've heard of read and react. I think the defense read it. They just didn't react very well.
Well, when you get that kind of a line, just all that push they're getting on that right side, they just pushed the defensive lineman back, got in the linebacker's laps. Man, oh man, it was brutal up front.
Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. See if they can turn this drive into points. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. One man in the backfield, and he gets it. Running into the open space. There he goes.
I don't understand why they're not initiating tackles. Like, I'm literally touching him, and it's not tackling him.
What a run. Great speed, great vision, elusiveness, and David, he's tackled down close to the goal line.
Yeah, and this offense, when you can run the football like this, man, you will have success, especially in the red zone, trying to get touchdowns.
That's a fly. And it'll be intercepted in the end zone. He goes down after the short
That was the easiest bait of my life.
A play to get the football back.
And what a great moment for that young man right there. That's his first career interception in college football. He's a guy that's worked so hard. He wanted to make an impact for his defense this year and comes up with a massive play right there.
A lot of field in front of them as they open.
Probably wouldn't have thrown it then. That's what I would probably done.
Looking to throw, it's Garrison. He hurls one deep down the left side. And they won't be able
I broke a tackle and scored. Okay, like, what do you want me to say?
I don't know about the decision that time.
The one that I scored on?
He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job.
Okay, then your safety.
The window, the intended target was not open. And that's why that one fell incomplete.
Firing to the right, complete. Across the 35.
Always
Out of bounds
excuse
at
that.
the 36, and a really good pickup as they're starting to move.
I love the QB here. He holds it, he holds it, he holds it just long enough to let the receiver run the drag route, and then he puts it out in front of him so he can catch it on the run in stride and then turn upfield to use his speed.
Steaming into the backfield to make the stop, and he'll lose 4.
Yeah, and listen, the offense has had their way, and they've had so much success and so much production. But listen, at least the defense got a rep. You know, maybe this gets you a spark. Maybe this gets you some energy. Maybe we'll see a little bit more life from this defense.
Yeah, they may not win the game, but I think this defensive coaching staff at this point, based on how this game has gone, they're just trying to find things to build off of. And maybe that's something they can point to as they get ready for their next opponent of things they did right and things that they got to do more consistently moving forward.
Mississippi State going up tempo. Shotgun snap on 3rd down. Finds his man. It's Coffee. And perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle as they get him down at the 37. What a day it's been on the ground for these two guys, and they just seem to get stronger as the game goes along as we take a look at the numbers. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Trying to beat him to the corner on the right. Got room to work. He'll pick up a few before being knocked out of bounds at the 31.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
It's incomplete. That also might be what is called a learning experience and one this freshman got away with.
I love the quick decision the QB made there on that RPO, knowing he wanted to get it out of his hands fast. He just needs to make a more accurate throw moving forward.
Oh, he's got some space. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Bulldogs. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And I just love what I'm seeing from this team. Like, going on the road, game one, where you're still figuring out who you are and what you do well. Another scoring drive by this offense. Looks like they're going to get the dub in a hostile environment to start the season.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Guys, here comes the Florida State offense onto the field. It looks as if this game is going to be one to just drag to the recycle bin, but the idea now is to finish strong and just take whatever happens in the rankings next week.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
To the ground with the back. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
And the offense with a nice run, breaks off a little bit of run, gets a first down. Oh, and here they go again. First down, you've seen this. They like to go fast.
They'll try the run. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for it.
Leaves it with the back. And you want to talk about gang tackling. Everybody on the defense run to the ball. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Noles are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short.
Here we go.
On 3rd and short, they keep it on the ground here. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. Hit as he throws, and the ball goes right to the ground, incomplete.
Listen, with the aggressiveness of offenses and taking chances, a lot of times it's going to put your defense in a hole. And this defense is going to have to come through in the clutch right here because you're trailing. They can't get more scores. They got to get a stop on this possession, and the offense is going to have to do better than they just did.
The give to the back. Breaks the tackle. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks.
Really nice awareness by that guy, too, because it looked as though his momentum might carry him out of bounds, might stop the clock, but he knew to get down. He was fighting to make sure he fell down in the field of play, and as a result, the clock keeps ticking.
The Bulldogs have a lot of options on 2nd and inches. Looking for a man. It's Garrison. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. Got out of trouble and throws. Just a little
I
bit
passed
too
it.
much
Threw it
juice
way
on
too
that one
high.
as the freshman was taking a shot. The timing needs to be precise on those out routes, and the quarterback just gave him too much ground to cover.
Yeah, and you got to know when to throw that. Right when he's breaking out of his break, I got to put that ball and put it on him. And you could tell the timing was a little bit off, just a little too much juice for the QB.
Finding open areas. Just what they'd hoped for on 3rd down as they've got a first at the 32.
Yeah, and he's been dependable. He's been a guy that they've given him the ball a lot. He's just been so productive, giving this offense an easy way to move the football down the field. 97 yards on the day.
Mississippi State comes out after picking up the first down. They'll run it to keep this clock grinding. Gets it past the first down marker and still running. He's up to 113 yards rushing, and with that run, he's now over 100 yards on this opening day. Mississippi State really efficient on offense right now. Let's go! Here's a quick throw out to the left. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
You know, tight ends are such matchup nightmares and problems for defense. They're too big for DBs to cover, and they're too fast for linebackers to cover. You saw it right there.
Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. They'll run the option. Now the pitch. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in.
And playing the option, man, consistently playing responsibility football. Nice job by the defense being where they're supposed to be. This option will just keep giving it to you over and over and over again, and you got to pass those tests.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout. They have this game in hand right now. We'll see just how aggressive they want to be on offense. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. 3rd down. Not always the O-line. Sometimes those receivers want to get a jump on the snap count, and they'll move them back.
That was crazy. I hadn't actually even pressed the audible. I had pressed square to think about audible.
On 3rd down, this offense has been rolling. Can the defense stand tall?
Timeout, Mississippi State.
Trying to pick up a first down. Power football with the run. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks.
Well, they're just trying to run the ball, but that time there was absolutely nowhere for the running back to go, and as a result, that's a tackle for loss.
It's one. Oh, what a call. The fake, and he wants to throw. And they thought they could pull off the surprise, but the surprise was on them. A stop. It's nice to be a riverboat gambler and all, but man, oh man, when it goes against you, it can be ugly. They love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Fires to the big fella. Good pickup, but a little bit short of the sticks. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. On the run, it's Worley. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
And the Seminoles really need to keep this drive alive on third down. They'll try to get the first through the air. Grab near the sticks. It's Worley. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it up to 45. The Seminoles want to crank the tempo. Wants to adjust the pattern. Wants to throw on first down. And that is interception.
Appreciate that.
Number 3 on the day. Trying to take it back. The defense making a play to put an exclamation point on this one, and that ought to do it.
Nice job by this defense. That might be the exclamation point. Fourth quarter, I got to lead. You bring on the nickel defense. You know they're passing the football for plays just like that.
I really thought this was going to be a tougher game.
Almost put this one away.
Scored on your first 2 offensive snaps and never scored again.
Ready to attack. With this big cushion they're working with, Jesse, they're ready to send these fans toward the exits.
And you know the coaching staff has got to be so happy with how this offense has been able to come out here on the road, fight the crowd noise, and execute at such a high level, Dave.
Yeah, just dominate the football game. And now, listen, it's mode where I can run the football, run out the clock, watch this game go to zeros and get the dub.
This is embarrassing, bro. I don't want to hear it. Do it right fucking to me on 2 different picks.
Looking to throw, it's Garrison. Here's a hit. And the defense got him at the 27.
What? Bro, maybe one. It was a 50-50 ball, though. It wasn't even like it was guaranteed your pick. You threw those 2 directly to me, bro. Directly to my user.
Now a lot of work to do to move the
It wasn't like some crazy play by me. It wasn't nothing. It was just a simple bait. The same thing I do against, like, Dwayne or Chap or something. Like...
On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it
Oh,
loose
that's...
deep. Right on the money. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one.
Bro, it's not even like it was close. You got blown the fuck out. Like, come on.
And here comes the field goal team. Salt, meet open wound.
Oh, now you're lagging. That's the first time you mentioned the whole game. Oh, if I'm lagging. Bro, you always have an excuse. Anytime I've beaten you all the way back to Madden 21, you have an excuse. It's just never because you lost, bro. It's always because, oh, I was lagging, or oh, this happened, or oh, this happened, or blah 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 blah.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man.
I don't. Oh my god, bro, you got beat by 4 touchdowns. You got beat by 1. Okay, fine, whatever.
You left some points off the scoreboard there.
They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening.
You got blown the fuck up. You ran for 300 fucking yards on me, bro. I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it. You ran for what straight line? You were going back and forth, left and right, the little left and right shimmy shit all game with your running. I don't want to hear it.
I know both of these teams were ranked, guys, but it really seemed as if they weren't on the same level in this game.
I think that was a pretty good statement game for these guys. I mean, you're ranked higher, you're more talented. A lot of people point to this game, possible upset, 2 really good teams. Jesse, they made it clear. There's only one really good team. It was them. They were the favorite, and they just made a point of it.
You're right. Not all ranked teams are created equal. One of these teams is a college football playoff contender. The other simply is not. And that demonstrated itself today. The higher-ranked team is a team with national championship aspirations. They've got so much talent. They look good today.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.